supplies you're gonna need to make your crochet butterfly like this. You're gonna need some yarn. It doesn't matter if you want to use 4-weight yarn, if you want to use embroidery thread, any type of yarn. It doesn't matter for this tutorial. You can use anything. This one I made with the 4-weight yarn. This one I made with embroidery thread. This one I made with embroidery thread as well. And then these, I turned these into earrings. So it doesn't matter which yarn you decide to choose. Also, whatever yarn you decide to use is gonna determine what hook size you use. So for the embroidery thread, I like to use a 1mm, or you can even use smaller than this. But if you're gonna use the embroidery thread, you're just gonna need something tiny to do it with. Or for the regular yarn, you can use 2, 3, 3.5, 5, really any hook. You just have to partner it with your yarn. It's really nice outside today, so I wanted to do the tutorial out here. I'm hoping that the wind's not going to be too loud and that you'll be able to hear me, but I'll adjust and re-record if I have to. But here we go, let's make some butterflies. I had to come get under the shade on the grass because my phone overheated. So let's try this again. We're gonna do a magic circle, and how I do a magic circle is I do my 2 fingers like this. Place your yarn, grab, wrap the yarn behind your fingers, and then you're gonna come over and make an X like this, and then hold. Now you're gonna take your hook, go under, grab this, pull, twist, and then I take my fingers out. Make sure you pinch this part so you don't lose the beginning of your knot because it's not secure yet. And then yarn over, and we're going to pull through this loop. And there you go, there's your magic circle. If you're not comfortable doing a magic circle, you can chain 4 and then slip stitch back into your first chain and make a circle that way. It'll still work, it just, your center just won't be as tight. Now that we have our magic circle, we're gonna chain 3. And I'm doing the tutorial with the embroidery thread and a size 2mm hook. Hopefully you guys will be able to see with the embroidery thread. If not, I can certainly show you with the 4-weight yarn. Okay, so now that we have our chain 3, we are going to make 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that chain 3 that we did is going to count, it's going to pretend to be a double crochet. So essentially we have 3 double crochets right now. Okay, now we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do that cluster again. So 3 double crochets. And chain 2. So this is going to be our pattern for the first round. We're going to do our 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and you're going to do that until you have 8 3 double crochet clusters. So I'm going to do that and then meet you back. Now that you have your 8 3 double crochet clusters, the last one you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that we did at the beginning. I really hope you guys can see this. Okay, and then fasten off, so I'm just going to chain 1 and pull through. Just snip and pull that through. So now if you did your magic circle, you're going to notice that you still have a big hole right here. We're just going to pull the tail and then it'll cinch right up. And don't worry, don't freak out. You know, it's going to start to bunch up like this. Don't freak out. You want it to do that. We want it to be curly and bunch up, so don't worry about it doing that. Okay, now you're going to change colors if you want. You don't have to change colors. You can do this butterfly all one solid color, or you can use something like this that's like a multi-tone. That way it'll look like you changed colors when really you didn't. I'm going to grab this yellow. Now we're going to start in the chain 2 space. Any chain 2 space, it doesn't matter. Now we're going to insert our hook. You're going to yarn over and chain 1. Now, this chain 1 doesn't exist. It doesn't count as anything. We're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, all in this same space. So you're just going to go straight into your double crochet. There's our first double crochet. Now we're going to do another double crochet, yarn over, insert into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There's our second double crochet, and now we're going to do our third double crochet. Now that we have our 3 double crochets, we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to put 3 more double crochets back into this same space. So you have 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and we did it all in that chain 2 space from the first round. And this is going to be our pattern. In every chain 2 space, you're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets all the way around. This little tail, I'm just going to work over the top of it. You're not going to see it. You can cut it if you want. I'm just going to work right over the top. So we're just going to go right back into this chain 2 space with a double crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then 3 right back in. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. We're going to do this all the way around, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I just did my last cluster, and I'm just gonna go slip stitch straight into the top of that first double crochet that we did. Okay, and now I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off and cut my yarn. And this is how it's going to look. Still should have 8 clusters. So we did 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. You should have 8 sets of those. So now we're gonna do our third round. I'm gonna just use this blue color. Butterflies come in all shapes, sizes, colors, so be as creative as you want. We're going to attach our yarn in between our clusters. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and chain 1. In between our clusters, where we did our chain 1, we're going to do 7 double crochets inside of this cluster. So we're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do 7 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Now we're going to single crochet in between the clusters in this spot right here. You can work over the top of your yarn, or you can cut it. I just find it easier just to work on top. So now we're going to do a single crochet. Okay, we're going to do our 7 double crochets in this, where we did this chain 1 right here. Okay, we did our 7, and now we're going to single crochet. Alright, so this is going to be our pattern. So we're going to single crochet in between the clusters, and then in that chain 1 space, we're going to do 7 double crochets. So single crochet, 7 double crochet, single crochet, 7 double crochet, single crochet, 7 single, 7 single. We're going to do that all the way around, and then I'm going to meet you back. So I'm about to do my last round of 7 double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You can do another single crochet into here and fasten off. That's fine. I'm just going to go right into here. and do like a slip stitch. Okay, now I'm going to fasten off, so I'm going to chain 1, pull through. Cut my yarn. Okay, there's our 3rd round. So it kind of just looks like a flower right now. I promise it's going to look like a butterfly. Okay, now you're just going to take it and fold it in half, but you're gonna line up your rounded edges together with the other side. And don't worry about all this, because what I do is I just shove all this on the inside of the butterfly and it hides it. You don't ever have to do anything crazy with it. So we're gonna fold her over, and see, she makes a butterfly. Now you can go ahead and leave yours this way, the soft edges, and then just do single crochets all the way around to close her off. Or I like to give them the little picot edges. It just gives them a little more, I don't know, detail, a little more edging, but you don't have to. Just, you literally can do whatever you want to with these. This one I actually did, the 3rd round I did my picot round, and then for the 4th round I just single crocheted around it. So I did my picots on the 3rd round. So you really can cater this to your imagination and make it however you want to. So I'm gonna do a picot round on this one just to show you guys how I do that. So you're gonna keep it folded, and you're just going to move all this down. I'm gonna get my other color. I think I'm going to just do white for this one. We're gonna do 4 single crochets, and you're just gonna line it up the best you can. It's not gonna matter. It'll work out in the end. Once you have your 4 single crochets, we're going to make a picot. To make a picot, you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to single crochet into that first chain, or sorry, slip stitch. You're going to slip stitch into that first chain, and there's your picot. And then we're going to single crochet 3 in the next 3. So you just do your best to line them up. Three. And then we're gonna slip stitch right here into where we did this single crochet. Just right here on both sides. Just do your best and line it up. And slip stitch. And that's gonna be our pattern. So we're gonna do 4 single crochet, picot, 3 single crochet, slip stitch, 4 single crochet, picot, 3 single crochet, slip stitch. We're gonna do that all the way around, and then I'm gonna meet you back. Okay, I'm coming up on my last one, and if you notice all my ends are still sticking out, I'm just going to take the end of my hook and just push them in there. Just like that. And then I'm going to continue and finish this up, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, so I did my last round, and now I'm just going to chain one, pull up, and there you go. And then you can just sew this in a little bit and cut it off. And whenever I attached mine to my spinner, all I did was just get a needle and just string it through the center. And so this moves, like it can move up and down, but this spinner has been outside since I made the last tutorial and is still holding up very well. And it rains and storms here a lot where I'm at, so I don't have any issues with that. But like I said, you can do these in any size, any color. You can do it with the picot detail, or you can just single crochet all the way around and do it without. So with this butterfly, I didn't even sew, or I didn't stitch up the sides. I left this one open so it looks like, you know, her wings are out. And all I did was I slip stitched through the middle of that, and that's how I got this effect. And then these are the earring ones I made, and all I did for this one, I didn't do a picot, I just single crocheted around the edges. But on this one, before I did it, if you wanted to, you can just buy these little backings, and then you just put it on the inside and hold it, and then single crochet around, and then you have cute little earrings. And here's our finished butterfly. I hope you guys had fun with this tutorial. I can't wait to hear about all your butterflies that you make. Hopefully this video is a decent quality for you guys. I wanted to do it outside because the weather was just so nice, but all the nature sounds were a little loud. So let me know if you would like me to do a quieter version, and I will definitely redo this video inside where it's nice and quiet. Thank you guys for all the love and support and likes and comments and feedback. It really means a lot to me. I can't thank you all enough.